My name is Carol Denise Triplett.
Elwin August.
Bill Little.
Heather Rivet.
Queen Brown.
TANYA SIMPSON. My life while in addiction before I got into recovery, it was 24 hours a day, non-stop thinking of where's the next drug or drink gonna come from.
I was getting high for at least 8 years.
Working to get money to get drugs or alcohol. Then the drugs and alcohol became more important than working. So, and that's how I ended up homeless.
Living on the street, living here, there, and everywhere.
In and out of any building, wherever I could find shelter.
I kept getting into a lot of bad relationships. They got me into more drugs and alcohol, and then I started going to prison.
It was a dark world. It was lonely. Even being around other people, I felt alone.
The Ignatian Spirituality Project, founded by Father Bill Creed and Mr. Ed Sherna, had a very clear mission, a very clear vision, and that was to provide Ignatian retreats to men and women experiencing homelessness and in recovery from addictions. That has been the focus these past 20 years.
The retreat, first of all, helps people relax and helps them to be themselves, bring their own story.
The first time I went on an ISP retreat was March of 2017.
I really didn't know what to expect on the retreat, but the people were very nice, they were warm.
And how loving and understanding they were, and they made me feel very comfortable.
I was so welcomed by so many strangers. Everybody was so friendly. The atmosphere was just calming and relaxing. And the food was great.
Secondly, the retreat opens up something that dwells in their heart. And not necessarily something they've alluded to, but they've known has been there.
It's a place where you go and tap into your inner spirit. It's a place where you can start your healing process. It's a place where you can go and there's compassion, there's empathy, you know, outside of the food. It's just a warm place to be.
There were so many people there with different faiths.
It was relaxing, it was spiritual. It was someplace where I can share my thoughts, my experience, and not be judged.
The next thing that happens on retreat is a growing peace, a comfort with self, a comfort with others, and this God somehow becomes more approachable, more present, more warm, more soft, as opposed to the harsh God that many of our retreatants have grown up with.
A lot of us was hurting, and it was a lot of pain there. We didn't know how to release it. It was a lot of anger. We didn't know where to put it. And so just talking amongst each other and having somebody there who cared about what we were going through, it gave us a little comfort.
From that very first retreat, I felt changed because I knew myself better, and my self-esteem shot way up because I felt I belonged there.
Just talking with the other people there, I felt I wasn't alone.
You can get closer to God and know who God is, whether it's your higher power, whatever God is for you in your life.
When I left the retreat, I definitely felt changed. I felt like I was more in tune with my inner self. I felt more relaxed and at peace.
I felt whole. I felt closer to God as I understood God. And I felt empowered. I just that's what I got from that first retreat.
I have a sense of what Paul says to the Ephesians is in chapter 3, verses 21 to 22. Glory be to God, who by God's power at work in us could do more than we would ever dare ask for or imagine. And my sense is that's happened and continues to happen in ISP.
The vision, the mission that was articulated back in its beginnings has been maintained throughout these 20 years. I believe we're really laser focused on offering those life-changing Ignatian retreats to women and men experiencing homelessness.
20 years old in 30 cities with all the formation and education that goes on. I mean, I'm just deeply grateful and awed at what God has done through so many people.
You know, when I think of the 20th anniversary, I can't help but recognize, acknowledge the role that the Spirit has played in all of this. What's so exciting at our events, our Network Leadership Conference, or our Company of Grace, is the Spirit that is present. Something bigger is in that room. And it's clear that that's the work of God. And it's such a confirmation on these 20 years, and it's encouragement to move forward.
And everyone's on fire with this. That's part of what's so awesome, you know, that the Spirit's alive, and when the Spirit's alive, you just follow the Spirit.
Happy birthday, ISP!
Happy anniversary from Denver, Colorado!